Now at 4:30, a landslide brings travel along a stretch of highway in Oregon to a screeching halt. Plus, Washington State will soon begin an effort to refund those who face the legal system over drug possession.
And soaring temperatures across eastern Washington and increasing fire danger. I'm tracking your first alert forecast.
We begin with breaking news at 4:30. This is a live look at a brush fire burning in Yakima County. This is near Mabton. Now, according to Yakima County Fire District 5, flames have burned between 300 and 400 acres already. Firefighters say wind is fanning those flames. They're being driven south, we're told, in sagebrush. Video from Yakima County Fire District 5 on Facebook earlier today showed that those flames were putting off a lot of smoke that you just saw in our live picture. The fire does appear to be widespread. We're also tracking more breaking news. A smaller wildfire burning near the Wild Horse Monument in Grant County. This is visible from I-90. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says the flames there only burned about 50 acres and there are no buildings threatened right now. The fire is also burning away from I-90. But Grant County Sheriff's Office says travelers should be aware of the emergency response vehicles in this area. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We're on early to bring you ABC's coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals, but we do have to talk about those fires. We're also tracking breaking news of a fire here in Benton County burning near State Route 97 between Kennewick and Findlay. Stacey Lee's here. I just spoke with our crew there. She says the fire is growing fast towards the Findlay limits. And Stacey, you've been telling us there's a lot of fire danger out there today.
Very much so. Red flag advisories are in place. We also have high wind warnings. Now, these officially don't kick in till tomorrow. However, we're already seeing those breezy winds this afternoon. Again, we're keeping an eye for fire watch over the next 48 hours. Extremely high, so we want to be very fire-wise out there and be really, really safe. Let's take a look at temperatures outside. And again, what's coming up. We've got clear and warm tonight. Isolated thunderstorms possible in the blues. Dry and windy for tomorrow. Planning your evening out tonight. Again, staying nice and warm. We'll be down into the 80s by 7 in Yakima. In the Tri-Cities, staying warmer here in the 90s all the way until 7 p.m. And then moving into Walla Walla tonight. Again, a very slight chance of a stray thunder shower moving through the area. It's going to be rapid and quick and then on out of the area. But again, gusty winds, fire danger remains high. We want to be really, really safe out there. And again, watch for any active burning and, of course, make those emergency phone calls if necessary. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Now to a closure impacting a portion of US 20 in Oregon. Debris from several landslides is now littering part of the road east of Burns, Oregon. This extends to about 12 miles east of Ventura. Now, according to Oregon DOT, part of the highway is now completely covered with more than 6 inches of rock, mud, and other debris. The slides also downed power and utility lines. Travelers will need to use alternate routes when driving between Burns and Vail. Should stay on main Oregon state highways. Work to clean up the slides and reopen the road is expected to take several days at the very least. Organizations in central and southeastern Washington are getting tens of millions of dollars to help address the opioid crisis as part of a national settlement with 4 companies that contributed to that crisis. State Attorney General Bob Ferguson says Walgreens, Teva, and Allergan will pay $371 million to Washingtonians over the next 15 years. There's a $10.2 million set aside for Benton County, $3.1 million for Franklin County, and $10.9 million for Yakima County. That money will go towards expanding opioid treatment programs and providing wraparound services for people who are in those programs.
It's also educating the public about how to safely consume those type of prescribed medications to make sure you don't end up addicted and unfortunately turning to the streets to get drugs that are certainly not coming from a pharmacy and you don't know what's in them.
The money will be paid out over the next 15 years, and the first payment is expected by the end of this year. Parking in downtown Yakima has been a problem for years, and last fall the City Council approved a new paid parking system. But they stalled it to give some concerned business owners time to come up with an alternative. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us they presented a new option to council that they're hoping will give everyone what they want.
The bottom line is the city needs money to be able to repair and maintain its parking lots, and paid parking is one way to do that. However, local businesses are concerned that paid parking might discourage customers, and they're also concerned about the city's ability to enforce it. Right now, there's 5 downtown parking lots owned by the city where 30% of the spaces are reserved for monthly permits, for which people pay $40 a month. The proposal by local business owners would increase that to 60% of the spaces reserved for monthly parking at $50 per month, giving the city additional revenue at very little cost. It would also leave other lots and street parking at the free 2-hour spaces for customers. And as for parking enforcement,
this is a great opportunity to tell the public we're going to be enforcing, so follow the limits. You're going to be getting citations.
Council members have asked the local business owners to come back with an endorsement from the Downtown Association of Yakima Board in order to move forward with the proposal. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP KVEW Local News.
Thanks, Emily. A weekend shooting that turned deadly is now under investigation by the Benton County Sheriff's Office. This map shows the location of the incident, which happened at the 25,000 block of North Willard Avenue in Benton City. After midnight Saturday morning, deputies say an altercation occurred at a party with young adults and teens present. That led to gunfire, which sent 6 people to the hospital. One of them later died. Anybody with information about this shooting that can assist the investigation should contact the Sheriff's Office. You can also call the non-emergency line. That is 509-628-0333. And we have new information regarding a fatal suspect shooting near Columbia Center Mall earlier this month. According to the Benton County Sheriff's Office, Richland Police and later Kennewick Police chased 31-year-old Jeffrey Reeder in a stolen Audi on Sunday, June 4th. The chase ended when the stolen vehicle became disabled after it allegedly attempted to speed across a median on Columbia Center Boulevard. Investigators say Benton County Sheriff's Deputy Elias Perez shot Reeder as he allegedly attempted to carjack another vehicle. Reeder, we're told, died despite life-saving measures, and Deputy Perez has been with the Sheriff's Department since 2014. This remains under investigation. A Grant County crash involving a motorcycle and a car killed a Warden, Washington man. The Washington State Patrol says this happened on eastbound State Route 28. Troopers say the motorcyclist tried to pass the car, then drifted back into the lanes and crashed. The impact sent the motorcycle into a roadside ditch. State Patrol identified the motorcyclist as 59-year-old Alvin Hogg of the town of Warden. Troopers pointed to improper passing as the cause of the crash. Firefighters get serious training this week at Tri-Cities Airport in Pasco. The City of Pasco firefighters will spend the week doing live fire exercises. The agency posted this picture on its Facebook page saying the training includes props that simulate an aircraft fire. You may see the smoke from that, but don't worry, it is just a drill. The exercises take place until Friday. An upgrade and remodel is coming to the Juvenile Justice Center facility that serves Benton and Franklin counties. This has been discussed for quite a while now. According to the Director of Operations and Capital Projects, Benton County is putting $21 million into this project. Franklin County is participating through a memorandum of understanding, which costs a yearly user fee and the standard numbers for operation at the Juvenile Justice Center. Not only does the structure itself need updating, the programming does too. Officials say a lot of the systems are now at the end of useful life, and some of them are even past it.
Yeah, when you come into the building, if you get an opportunity to see it, walking into the facility, you can tell that it is built in 1978, and the finishes are all the same. There's not been a lot of upgrades or remodels.
The orange shelves, water-damaged ceiling, chipped walls, and a high need for upgraded security are all things that officials say they're looking to fix. The last remodel came in 1996, just about 20 years after the building was constructed. On a special edition of KAPP KVEW Local News after the game tonight, we will talk about the timeline the officials say this project is working under. Right now, around the state and the country, there are more animals than there is space for them. This is why the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter, or TCAS, dropped its adoption fee to a flat $50 rate for all animals. This includes all of their shots, microchips, and spay or neuter surgeries, and the healing that follows that operation. The volunteer coordinator with TCAS says right now they have 47 dogs and 114 cats at the shelter, all looking for new homes. And while the shelter dropped the adoption fee, that doesn't mean pets are cheap. They can still come with medical fees. The goal, we're told, is to get all of these animals into good homes.
You would just come in Tuesday through Saturday. If you have a dog of your own, you would want to bring them for a meet and greet, and There's a couple pieces of paper they sign. We ask that they bring a leash or a crate for the cats. And as long as they're altered, they would go home with them that day.
These are pictures of some of the dogs that are available right now. Tri-Cities Animal Shelter opens up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And officials tell us people may not realize the shelter is as full as it is. But there are many dogs and cats in the outbuilding, which is where animals are cared for when they're first brought in. Tours are available, and the new Tri-Cities Animal Shelter staff are available to answer any questions. Eastern Washington is cooking tonight. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast. We're also talking about multiple fires across the region and flash flooding emergency after heavy rain on Friday in Lewiston. One woman says she faced inside her apartment. And refunds for those who faced Washington's legal system over drug possession. Details next on KAPP Local News.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The temps are high, but the prices aren't at Spec Buick GMC during the Red Tag sales event. This month, shop our inventory of more than 350 vehicles. And if there's a red tag on the window, you're sure to save thousands. We have more than 125 new and used trucks in stock and more than 105 new and used SUVs. With 90 days until your first payment, as little as $0 down, and interest rates as low as 1.9%, now is the time to buy. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
I'm here to find my husband.
You got me in love. The beehive just exploded.
I'm not here for the foolishness.
Come to the airport.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Get 2.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Portion of KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
This afternoon, millions of dollars are now expected to go out in regards to past drug convictions. That after the Washington State Supreme Court found the state's drug possession law unconstitutional. Now, some of those with past convictions linked to drug possession can get refunds associated with money they paid as they went through the court system. The state now establishing the Blake Refund Bureau. Matt Smith explains.
To date, a little over $8 million has been paid by the municipal, district, and superior courts on LFO refunds.
As Robin Zimmerman explains, courts have been on the front lines of the fix for the Blake decision the past 2 years. But with an estimated 300,000 past convictions, the legislature, through a series of bills, created, then funded an all-new bureau meant to spearhead returning millions of dollars in cash to past convicts whose crimes never should have been on the books.
Yes, we don't want people sitting in prison longer than they should be if they've got this unconstitutional conviction.
Courts were busy outside of the money issue. After all, as Skagit County Superior Judge Laura Rakelmy explains, they've been hit with a barrage of cases where people were sitting behind bars. And that's separate from the cash question.
There wasn't even a way to figure out how many people were going to be impacted by it, but we knew it was a lot.
Since then, we're told individuals being held on Blake and Blake-only charges have been let go. Now the focus of reimbursing or refunding fees tied to the unconstitutional law is moving into overdrive, which brings us back to the Blake Refund Bureau. The work will happen here, inside the administrative office of the courts. Staff here will work with roughly $50 million allocated by Olympia's legislatures to put money back in the hands of those who paid it out. Refund requests will be submitted online in a soon-to-launch portal.
So for individuals that are curious if this impacts them, right? If they want to talk to someone, if they know they have a Blake-related conviction, they can go to the courts where the conviction was issued, or if they don't want to go that route yet, they can talk to Office of Public Defense has a designated Blake hotline. This is historic. To our knowledge, this is setting a precedent. There aren't any other related cases of a state issuing hundreds of thousands of vacations and refunds at one time.
Now, the Washington legislature has earmarked $47 million for operations and $50 million more for refunds linked to the Blake ruling. Heavy rain triggered flooding Friday afternoon, which caused all sorts of problems in Lewiston, Idaho. The rain fell so fast that a cafe parking lot filled up. One woman says it sent lots of water inside her apartment.
4 foot underwater. I'm only 5'4", so it was kind of like a Titanic scene. 3-4 minutes, place was 4 foot underwater. So all I could think was to get the dogs, the cats, and my previous dog, his remains, out of there. That is the only time I had. A little shaken up and sad, because I do have an upcoming wedding, and some of my wedding stuff, as far as the bouquet and my wedding boots, are being soaked.
Well, after a few hours, the floodwaters did dissipate, but that is a lot of cleanup left behind.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a very active weather day. Here's our Legends Casino Skycam again. Sunrise at 5:04, our sunset tonight at 8:49. Seeing a few clouds around, and again, still feeling that muggy air, because we've been having all that moisture come up from the south, and that's getting ready to change in the next couple of days. Temperatures right now on the hot side, we're 96 right now in Tri-Cities, 89 in Walla Walla, 94 in the Yakima Valley. It's 90 degrees right now in Ellensburg. Get ready for a cooling trend. Now, satellite and radar, again, we have been tracking active weather in the Idaho Panhandle, most of Idaho, and just right at the very edge of Washington-Idaho border. Again, mainly out in the blues, we're seeing again active lightning and thunder there as well. We could see a stray shower move through the Walla Walla area, but that should be wrapping up around 8. So again, our setup is this ridge of low pressure with that wraparound moisture, mainly impacting Oregon and right into Idaho, the Idaho Panhandle, and the northern portion, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area, also seeing some active weather this afternoon. We've been pretty quiet in the Columbia Basin with this ridge of high pressure, but again, active weather all around the area. And again, that setup, that moisture from the south, that's that muggy, like humidity you've been feeling. That's going to change. We're going to have a shift in the winds, and things will start to get a little bit closer to normal for this time of year. Futurecast, again, very unsettled weather coming through the blues. Again, nice and clear as we get into your Tuesday. Beautiful there. Afternoon could see again some more stray showers through the southern Blue Mountains in Oregon and that I-84 corridor. Once that moves out, we'll have lots of sunshine, and again, you could see the wind shifting direction from the west to the east. Now, that's going to help us with smoke in the area. We're seeing some pretty heavy smoke up towards the Spokane area. Let's talk about the wind advisory and the red flag warnings. Again, the entire area, high winds in the Kittitas Valley, down into the Yakima Valley, along foothills of the Blues. Red flag warning through the area because, again, fire danger extremely high tomorrow all day till about 11 o'clock. So remember our wildfire safety tips here. Again, keep those vehicles off dry vegetation, obey orders from local officials, and never leave campfires unattended. Very, very good to know that. And again, our smoke forecast, which I've been following, Spokane is seeing reduced air quality this afternoon. Again, these fires from Canada. Here's the current fire we've seen burning in Yakima County tonight. So again, we are going to see some smoke in the area. Right now, our air quality is looking okay, but as the wind shifts direction tomorrow, that will definitely definitely aid in helping with our air quality. Breezy winds right now, about 11 miles an hour. Those winds picking up this evening through the Columbia Basin, Kittitas Valley, and into the Yakima Valley. Now tomorrow, those high wind warnings in place through the Columbia River Gorge, Columbia Basin, Kittitas Valley. Again, keeping an eye on fire danger. Now with those gusty winds, pollens are going to be getting up there again, but we're going to see a little bit of relief as we head towards the end of the week. And temperatures overnight tonight will be in the 50s and 60s. Tomorrow's daytime highs, you're going to like this, looking a little bit better, still seeing those 90s, but we'll start to slide back into the 80s as we head towards Father's Day weekend. All right, so I had to check out Chinook Fest this weekend, and here's a great weather photo that I took. Look at the beautiful skies. The mountains were gorgeous this weekend. Remember to send me your weather photos to slee@kappkview.com. Quick 3-day forecast there, again getting cooler, and I'll get to the full 7-day planning forecast when we come back.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Anyone can get injured at work.
At Bothwell and Hamel, we help workers from all walks of life get workers' compensation benefits.
Laborers, machinists, welders, carpenters, healthcare providers, office personnel, and more. If you were hurt, we want to help.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630, Bothwell and Hamel.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
The secret of every great chef is their knives and how well they sharpen them. Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Imagine no more. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone. Coated with Granite Stone non-stick and made of stainless steel. One of the hardest substances on earth for ultimate cutting-edge durability. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro.
Very comfortable. Very sharp. I thought you had to be a professional chef to cut like this.
Yeah. Woo! This is really an incredible knife.
The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy. To chop salads in seconds, cut frozen solid meat with ease, and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off, and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp, guaranteed. Why pay hundreds? Today, you'll get this complete set of 6 NutriBlades for only $29.95. You'll get the powerful Santoku knife to chop large fruit and dice onions. The slicer for razor-thin veggies and deli meat. The serrated bread knife for slicing fresh, warm bread with ease. The ultralight chef knife with reduced surface area for less friction. This versatile utility blade is great in the kitchen and around your home. And the precision paring knife for peeling and garnishing. $29.95 is an amazing value, but order right now and we'll even ship them to you for free. So get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone, the last knives you'll ever buy.
To order, call 1-800-524-6914 or go online to buynutriblade.com. That's 1-800-524-6914 or go to buynutriblade.com. Order now.
Voluntary blackouts now impacting portions of a popular social media platform. Thousands of Reddit message boards went dark today to protest upcoming changes. Those blackouts restrict groups' content from public visibility. It's the latest backlash as the company looks to better monetize its users. Before this, Reddit users could browse and write comments and share images from third-party apps. Starting in July, third-party apps will have to pay fees in order to access the Reddit platform. Tesla's autopilot mode is reportedly more dangerous than previously reported. The Washington Post analyzed National Highway Traffic Safety Administration data. They found drivers who used Tesla's autopilot were involved in more than 700 crashes since 2019. At least 17 of those 700 turned fatal. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has previously defended his technology, saying that cars are operating on autopilot are safer than they are when people drive. No comment from Musk on the Washington Post's findings. You're watching KAPP Local News. We'll be right back with a check on those fires.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-277-1540.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
The Children's Developmental Center has been empowering families and improving children's lives through comprehensive early intervention, education, and therapeutic services since 1977. That is 46 years of positive impact in the Tri-Cities region. Our work is supported by businesses, local service clubs, and individuals like you. We all know someone with special needs. So let's collectively continue to prepare infants and toddlers with special needs for life.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
Rotting away in bed seems to be Gen Z's preferred methods of self-care. This study was written by Gen Zers.
Next live, Gabrielle Union and Jason Alexander.
Tomorrow morning at 9 on KVEW.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Welcome back. We continue to track breaking news of multiple fires across the region. We've been talking about a fire in Findlay that is burning. Benton County Fire put out a post saying that they have a wildland strike team headed to the scene. They're asking everyone to stay away. So if you're seeing smoke out between Kennewick and Findlay along State Route 397, they're asking you to stay away from that. It is threatening a couple of homes, so we're going to keep you updated on that as we go. We've also been taking you live out to Yakima, where you have this is the aftermath of the fire that has been burning near Mabton this afternoon. Hundreds of acres scorched there. So we're still waiting to hear more about that. But this is a time of really high fire danger.
That's right. The red flag warning has been issued. It actually kicks in tomorrow, but there it is today. And again, those gusty winds are going to make it even harder to fight those fires. So hopefully they get a good take on that tonight and get those out. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast real quick. Again, your planning forecast. And don't forget about dear old dad. It's Father's Day weekend on the way. Temperatures are looking good, though, Lissa. I know we're kind of tired of the 90s. How about the low 80s? Doesn't that look like a beautiful holiday paradise? So yes, again, much cooler weather, more seasonable as we head towards Father's Day weekend. So don't forget about dad. And again, try to be fire-wise and be safe out tonight.
Absolutely. And up next on KAPP, we have coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. We'll be back with an update after the game.